Dan.
Adam.
Question.
Yeah, hey, I was wondering if you followed any of this. It's pretty big here in D.C., but U.S. Patent Office ruled that the Washington Redskins name is disparaging of Native Americans, and they're trying to cancel their trademarks.
Oh, interesting. I was just talking to somebody's, I don't know, sports radio show or something about this. I have two feelings about this. One is, I think we can all agree that Redskins not a great term. But the other,
can we not agree on one thing?
We can all agree on that. Like, we're all split down the middle. It's torn the fabric of this podcast. The whole, would you want to see your dad fucking Janine from high school? That has torn this nation apart. It's really the Mason-Dixon,
so divisive.
Literally the Dixon line.
The Dixon line.
It's an interesting thing, and we do it a lot. We spend a lot of time talking about stuff that has to do with people that could genuinely use help. I mean, diabetes is a big issue in the Native American community. Poverty is a big issue. Education's a big. There's a lot of big juvenile diabetes, a lot of big issues in that community. This is not going to help any of those things. Now, if they want to change the name, they can change the name, but I would like the conversation to be about topics that were actually affecting that community. We do it with a lot of communities. There's real problems that face these communities. We get stuck on this one thing, like should a sports franchise change their name? By the way, when they do acquiesce, I mean, there's been 1 million high schools that have changed their names over the last 10 years. Has it helped this population? Are they out of the weeds now? Is everything cool? Like, what has it done? And then so somebody would say, all right, Adam, stop being an asshole, which they say all the time. Well, so what? So then change your name. But what I'm saying is we have a finite amount of energy and attention to give to things. And what we do, it's really, it's kind of a bullshit move. We focus on something that really is not going to affect this community at all, and it's a struggling community. And again, we do this with many struggling communities. We pick out one thing, we go super hard on it, we focus like a laser beam, we focus on it, and then we act like if this somehow works, all will be right in that community. It's not going to affect that community at all. How do I know? It's been done. It's 1 million high schools have gone from the Warriors to the Bullfrogs or the Comanches to the whatever. It's not helping that community. Is Redskins an offensive name? Yes. Is it going to do anything to help the people that are offended by it? Zero. Are there more probably white people offended by it than there are Native Americans? Yes. Thus, it becomes a way for us to feel better about ourselves for what we've done to these people. But if we really wanted to help these people, there are 700,000 modalities we should explore before a professional franchise changes their name. Powerful. Okay. That's what I want to say about that. And why, in 2014, when we have science in graphs and charts and ways to measure things, do we just get stuck on it? Somebody's got to do something about this, and somebody, or what? You want to do something to help these people? There are many, many things you can do. Many things you can do. This might be one of them. It would be if I was just making a list and I was a pragmatic atheist that I am, I'd have a whole list of things, and this would be near the bottom. This does not change anything in a community that needs a lot of help and a lot of changing.